The big rock package that makes him look like the most known human being in the history of the universe. He's the most followed American man in the world. How many agencies are on his trail? He's on every talk show, the highlights of him doing this and being there and all that type of thing. And the point where he loves being the final boss. And old Ari Emanuel. There was a series of movies in the 70s, Emmanuel, but she looked nothing like him. But anyway, did you enjoy the self-gratification package afforded to the final boss there as a member of the board of directors and the most famous human being on the planet, taking over for Jesus in second place?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but it's weird. I expect it, but when you're watching it, you're just trying to understand how it fits into the context of the show. He's a heel, so is this propaganda that he has produced?
He's a heel that's the most popular son of a bitch in Hollywood.
So that's my point. Why would you show the video the way it was framed? That way you made him a big baby face. Is the idea that because he's in charge producing these videos about himself?
Well,
because then the commentators all put him over there. There isn't like a commentator like, "Oh, The Rock's disgusting." Like, that's not happening.
Yeah, he talks bad of it. Said we had syphilis. Here's the thing is, if this was any normal mindset used in any other normal business, I think having one of the most famous human beings on the planet now, we can agree on that,
Absolutely.
to be on the company's board of directors, to be the public face of the company when they go on Jimmy Kimmel and they can talk about it along with their other projects, all in the WWE and the blah, 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 all that's wonderful. And that would have been that was worth $30 million to them at their fucking, level of income these days.
Plus bonuses.
But what he's done to turn heel is because he still wants to perform and he still wants to be on the show. And he still, who knows how true it is, Brian, your aspersions that you cast that he was trying to revive his fucking image or showbiz career or whatever after people are screaming that he pisses in bottles, blah, blah, blah. But those two things, and I've always said he was a great performer. Lately, he's seeming to go out somewhat unprepared or, as Mama Cornette used to say on some of these promos, he protests too much. He tries to get the point over so much he's repeating himself. Point being, I think it cross purposes for him to be a heel on the actual program that drops in once every blue moon for the biggest show ever, instead of being the babyface ambassador and board member and face of the company that he could be every place all year long. Do you smell what I'm cooking, Brian?
See, that's the problem with these scrums, and we'll talk about the latest one later on, and he did the one the other day. He shouldn't be in a rush for a victory lap. Not to say he doesn't deserve it when there's big success, but how does that help when you see the nice guy Dwayne Johnson performance right after you saw him as the most diabolical heel there is?
Yeah.
To me, it's counterproductive. And again, if we're doing with the whole thing where kayfabe's completely dead, the only things that matter aren't even what happened on the show, just what happens in individual matches, and then everything else can break kayfabe. That's an interesting road to go down. I guess maybe it's just him going down that road, but we'll see.
That dusty road.